Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. Almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. 9
yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, That's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
First down, here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Cook able to escape. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. After 1 on EA Sports. Second and 10. Looking to throw. Ryder. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot.
And to give this time to the tailback. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, It's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
2nd down and 7. Patterson on the carry.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run again on 1st down. Cook.
60 yards rushing. Success into the playoff. CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back.
Now Cook hit when he lost the football.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Cousins again.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
On 1st and 10, Ryder. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Ryder. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. Past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 11. A big pickup there on the run.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on.
He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Darren Hall. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jacked.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Ryder. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake. Ryder. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
From the 22, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cousins now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've us. Here it's 3rd and 2. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darren Hall. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
He'll have another 1st down and more. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Off-play action. Ryder. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to let it fly. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing, Cousins.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. Touchdown!
Dalvin Cook, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not in the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.